Hi there, and welcome to my video today. I am going to show you some jelly printing techniques that I use. I'm going to be using these leaves. I just figured since it is fall where I am, it's a great way to kind of introduce the season and make some beautiful jelly prints and collage papers using some of the natural elements. So I'm starting with some Naples yellow red. That's that peachy color up top. And then I'm also using some light magenta as well as Naples yellow. And I'm just kind of blending them all together on my plate. This is an 8 by 10 plate that I'm using, and I am just creating a basic background to use as a foundation for some other images. So I just let it dry on the plate for a little bit, and here is the first pull. Some pretty colors there. And here I'm using some Payne's Gray. It is called Payne's Gray, but it kind of comes out more as like a really deep navy blue. It's one of my favorite colors to use as a background because it's really versatile. So I'm using these leaves that I picked off of my trees, and I'm putting the more kind of textured side down so that it translates to the plate. And then I'm just putting a piece of paper on top and I'm pulling all of the extra paint around the leaves off. So just kind of have to really push around the leaves just to make sure you get all the paint off of the plate. So now as I pull the leaves off, I'm going to just quickly put my background down and pull those images off right onto the background. So there it is. So you can play with this. It's a lot of fun, this technique, to create your own little natural scenes. So next I'm using green gold and some more Payne's Gray. And then I'm also using some titanium white right here. I'm just creating another pretty background, kind of blending all these colors. I think one of the interesting things about the jelly plate is just kind of having fun and not really getting too picky about the details and how it shows up because it turns out different every time. Even if you have a way of doing it, it does turn out quite different each time. So again, just using the leaves as some textured prints. And that little pine tree branch is great for creating some texture on the plate. So again, just putting the paper down and absorbing as much of the paint onto the paper and around the leaves as I can. So I'm just taking my time doing it. There's no rush. And the more specific you are about just applying that pressure to pull up the paint, the better the print comes out. So what I'm doing is just pulling the paper up, and as you can see, there's the imprints of the leaves, and I'm taking the leaves off quickly and then just pulling the paper back down in the same position. So what that will do is give me an imprint of the leaves with the textures. So you can kind of see how that turned out. Really pretty. And I really do like that part right there. It kind of creates a little depth to the pine tree branch. So this was a little bit of an editing flaw. I didn't record the beginning of this one, but it is raw umber. And I just put some paint down and used a little of the pine tree branch and some bubble wrap. I let that dry, and now I'm adding some light olive green and Naples yellow for that next layer of color. And I do want to remind you that it is important to clean your brayer every once in a while when you're doing this, just so that there's not like an overload of paint. And also, you don't want to create mud with all the colors. So, trying to kind of keep the colors clean too. So here's that pull. That came out very autumnal. I feel like it's some really pretty colors and the marks and the imprints from the bubble wrap and the pine tree branch is really pretty. So you can see that detail. And then next, I'm going to use this little branch because I wanted to just try to create a little texture with it. On this first layer, I think it's important to get a nice even layer, but you don't want to put too much on the plate. So I'm just removing a little bit of that. So some more leaves. And then I'm using the branch to create some imprints. I thought it would be kind of cool to look like almost like a tree. And it creates some interesting texture. The leaves you can use over and over as long as you just pull them up gently. It really does work pretty well. And again, using some bubble wrap. It's a really great tool to use, and it's so easy to get when you have packaging. And then I just wanted to kind of remove some of the Payne's gray from the background because it felt a little heavy. So I'm just using some deli paper to take off some of the Payne's gray because I wanted to also make sure that the next layer of color was going to show through and it wouldn't just be kind of muddy. So just gently tapping on it, and I don't want to pull it all up, but just a little bit here and there. I wanted to make sure I left the details of the branches and the leaves. And I did do a little mark there with the stick that I didn't like. So just kind of smoothing that out and using the pine tree branch to create some more imprints. This one was a lot of fun to use, this little branch. And there are a lot of different things you could find around your house to kind of make imprints, like stamps. So get creative and see what you could find. So while that was drying, I just wanted to kind of use my helper plate, make some marks over there. The paint was kind of dry, so I wanted to just add a little pink on top and pull the print just while it was a nice dry base. So I gave that a minute or two to dry, and here it is. I thought this was a really interesting print. Very grungy, but I really like the color combination. And then now that this plate is dry, I'm just using a little powder blue and green gold. And I do like using the helper plate to kind of just blend out the color a little on the brayer first so it doesn't go on so strong. And it creates a little bit of a softer um, kind of layer. Although that powder blue kind of went down a little dark. So just kind of putting all the colors down. You definitely want to make sure you're combining colors that combine well together and don't create like mud or a brown. And then while that's kind of getting onto the paper, I just wanted to take advantage of the helper plate. That's the great advantage of using two plates at a time. You can kind of work in tandem and create two different prints at the same time. So I'm doing the same technique over here, just putting the paper down and pulling up the print, but keeping it in the same spot so I can get the imprints of the leaves. So you can see how that came out. I really like that effect. It's pretty too, pretty colors. And now we are going to pull this print And this has so many interesting little nooks and crannies to it. I really like this print. The color combination is really nice too. So here are all the prints we did in a short 10 minutes. Different techniques, different ways of creating the prints. You can use these for collage papers or standalone prints, but I hope this was helpful to you in your art journey. Thanks so much for following along, and I hope to see you again soon.